Hi everyone, this is Tisch Aitken, and I'm here to discuss the new moon that takes place on August 18th, 2020 at 10:42 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. Today is currently August 15th, and earlier this morning at 10:45 a.m. Eastern Daylight Time, Uranus, the planet of chaos and upheaval and brilliance and the unexpected, among other things, stationed retrograde and will be retrograde until January 14th of next year. And we feel that energy 5 days before and 5 days after. And with Uranus, you can expect the unexpected. It rules technology, it rules connection. It also can bring explosions or chaos, but it can bring unexpected surprises, hopefully in a good way. It's just, we definitely feel that energy, and we've been feeling it this week, okay? And tomorrow, the sun in Leo, which is in its dignity, loves being in Leo, forms a beautiful trine to Mars in Aries. And Mars is also in its dignity, although this month it's starting to fight and clash with all of the planets in Capricorn. We have this helpful energy tomorrow to tap into confidence and to the heartfelt energy of Leo, because Leo does rule the heart chakra, and have confidence to do what you need to accomplish. And on Monday, Mercury in Leo meets up with the sun, and earlier that day it also trines Mars, and that's an excellent day for communication and for brainstorming and for pitching ideas, and that's also helpful energy for just feeling optimistic, okay? But this Uranus energy is strong, and we've had earlier in the week Pluto squared Mars in the sky, and that's challenging. So Mars is clashing with all the Capricorn now, and that's getting much more fiery, and that is obvious, I think, for all of us in the news stories, in our own lives, and how we're feeling, okay? But we have a beautiful new moon on the 18th that I think all of us should try to take some time to focus and set intentions. It takes place on August 18th at 10:42 p.m. It occurs at 26 degrees of Leo, and sets off the new moon eclipse that took place on August 21st of 2017, when we had that total solar eclipse, which was visible in a lot of parts of the United States, or partially visible in most. It covered a good span, and that was at Regulus, the royal fixed star, which is 28 degrees of Leo. This new moon sets that off, and this new moon is a very auspicious new moon. The sun is in its dignity, and it's making what's known as a grand trine. That's a very lucky energy. It makes an exact trine to the south node of Karma, which is at 26 degrees of Sagittarius, and they both form a trine to Mars and Eris. So Mars will be at 24 degrees of Aries, and Eris, the goddess of discord, which is also the sister of Mars, will be exactly conjunct Mars that day. So therefore, we've got this fiery grand trine, very creative, very bold energy. The nodes of fate are also working very much with this new moon eclipse, because the north node of fate is forming a sextile, an aspect of opportunity, and the south node is part of that grand trine. So there's a very fated element, but not only because of that, but the new moon itself is in conjunct the planets in Capricorn. And so, and the planets in Capricorn form what's known as a sextile to Neptune in Pisces. So when you have Neptune forming a 60-degree angle to the planets in Capricorn, that's a copacetic aspect. But then both Neptune in Pisces is in conjunct the new moon in Leo, and the planets in Capricorn are also in conjunct the planets in the new moon in Leo. So there's a need for adjustment. They form what's known as a yod, that's a finger of God. I find a lot of creative people have that in their charts. They have planets that form a yod. There is a fated purpose. The planets being in conjunct is a need for readjustment. So there's a way that the person needs to acclimate when one has it in his or her chart to be more productive. And in this case, in the new moon, we have to tap into the creative element of this, because Leo is the most creative fire sign, and it's forming this beautiful grand trine, very lucky, very creative grand trine in fire, which we need. But it's also in conjunct the planets in Capricorn, which are about restrictions and challenges. And of course, we've already seen Mars square Jupiter on the 4th of August, and that was explosive energy. That was the day that the explosion did occur in Beirut. And this week on the 12th of August, Mars squared Pluto in Capricorn. So we've already seen Mars at strife with the Capricorn story. And at the end of the month, on August 24th, Mars is going to square Saturn in the sky, and that's going to linger for a while because Mars is slowing down. It is actually going to station retrograde at 28 degrees of Aries on September 9th, and Saturn is stationing direct, so it's only within a degree of where it will be stationing on September 30th when it stations direct at 25 degrees of Capricorn. So at the end of the month, we're going to be dealing with more frustrating Mars energy. With all of that said, tap into the beautiful energy of this grand trine in fire on the new moon in Leo. The new moon, I cast it for Washington, D.C. It has Taurus rising, which means Venus is the ruler of the chart. The new moon falls in the Leo house, very much about creative self-expression. Leo rules the heart chakra, very much coming from the heart. But Venus in the chart is the ruler, and Venus is in Cancer and forms a beautiful aspect known as a sextile to Uranus and Taurus. Uranus just stationed retrograde, so that energy is strong, and that's very innovative energy, and forming an exact sextile to Venus. Very creative, very innovative energy. So set intentions, do the law of abundance, which is taking a blank check, date it for the date of August 18th, where it says pay to the order of, print your full name. Where you normally print the dollar amount, print paid in full, and at the bottom of the check, print the law of abundance. And definitely set some intentions, burn some sage or Palo Santo, and really clear the energy to bring in what your heart desires, and to really have the boldness and creativity and passion to work with this. And know that the Uranus energy is still lingering another 5 days till about the 20th. We'll still feel that unexpected tone to the week, as we begin the week. So I wish you all a lot of luck, and definitely honor the new moon. And thank you very much. Take care.